like we're running into some technical difficulties. Spit it out loud. Welcome to the 4K corner. Yeah, I don't know, man. I done got this new phone, so I ended up just having to get this Samsung Galaxy 10. So I don't know what just happened, but it's like it just restarted on me for some reason. Kind of another reason I ain't really it took me a minute to go do a pickup and do a YouTube video. Video all good now though, right? Yeah. Yeah, me too, man. I mean, I contemplated. I actually went to go pick up a liter today. So I was contemplating. I was like, I don't know if I should pick up anything or not, because August is about to be, whoo, pocket's going to be empty. I don't know, though, but luckily, whatchamacallit, I just found out that, I don't know if y'all really deal with getting your credit checked and all that, but, you know, Equifax had got hacked. So my account with them was affected. So just went online and did some quick little questionnaire, and it lets you know whether you was impacted or not. And if you was impacted, you get like $125 back. So hopefully that will come in time. Keep my fingers crossed that it will be here in the next like week or two. All of it's going straight to 4K disc. Y'all already know. Stan the Man, welcome to the 4K corner. I don't know, y'all watch this show on Amazon Prime yet called The Boys with the superheroes? I just started the first episode last night. It's not too bad. Yeah, I'm still using Shopkicks. I don't do it as much. Because I'm not in the stores like that during my lunch break and all that, but I still do it, so it takes me a little bit more time because I'm not actually out scanning stuff throughout stores like I used to. But I still do it with all my Best Buy pickups through eBay when I buy stuff and all that. So hopefully by the time Endgame come out, I'll have a $10 cert. Best Buy, I'll have a $10 cert. So should help out. I was actually going to use my Shopkick cert right today. But I was like, I know with all the movies coming up, it makes better sense to just combine all of them at the same time. But man, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, if you ain't seen my past videos like over a year ago where I used to talk about Shopkicks all the time, it's an app that you download, you go into a store, you open it up, and it bings and you get points. Then if you scan merchandise in the stores, you get more points. If you buy the merchandise, you get even more points. I heard like if you buy stuff from Walmart and take it back, that you still get your points. I don't know if that's true or not. I haven't checked it out. But I heard about that a long time ago, so I don't know if they ever fixed that so that you don't get your points no more. And you actually you rack up on points faster than trying to get like a Best Buy. Best Buy takes forever to get a cert if you ain't buying something expensive. Yeah, I'm gonna go check it out. I thought about going today after I just left. I actually still need to take this bracelet off, but after I left GalaxyCon, I was like, I should go to the movies, but I had to go eat, so it was already like 8 o'clock, and I didn't feel like sitting in a 2.5 hour movie. From what I heard, it's like 2.5 hours. So I was like, yeah, I'm good for right now. I'll go another day. But I haven't even read any reviews or anything on it yet to know whether it's good or not. But, you know, it's got some of my favorite actors in it, so I can't wait. But I had to contemplate when I was at Best Buy today. So I had to contemplate. You saw the Zombieland 2 trailer. Actually, I have not watched it yet. I wasn't too big up on the first one to want to just be like, oh, I can't wait for Zombieland 2. Or when I seen on my YouTube recommended feed last night, when I saw it, I still never clicked on it. But I actually love this slipcover, man. I had to contemplate between this and the Steelbook. That Steelbook was nice, very clean. I love the Android hand of Alita's, but this slipcover to me looks way better. If they would have probably put just her on the Steelbook, I would have liked it even more. But with just that hand, it didn't do it for me. The color contrast with that dark gunmetal and then the hand, it was nice. But I thought the slipcover would look way better. I could have did without all the extra stuff on it, with all the characters and everybody that's in the film. But at least they still made her stand out the most on this. So actually, once we're done here tonight, I can't wait to watch this, man. I know the girl that checked me out was like, had I seen it yet? Because she had wanted to watch it. I was like, nah, I ain't seen it. I wanted it bad, though. I had wanted to see it when it came out. But that's when I was in, like, that transitional time of driving 2 hours back and forth to work and all that. So I ain't have a chance to ever go to the movies. Thought the movie was going to be trash. I went to the theater, and I was amazed. Really good movie. Oh, okay, you talking about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Or Alita? Trying to see what comes out next week. I wanted the Steelbook, but my Best Buy. Dude, it was still, Bearded Outlaw, it was still one more left in the Best Buy up the road from me. There was one Steelbook left. I had it in my hand because I didn't see the slipcover up front. So I was contemplating getting it. It was the last one. I think this was the last 4K disc at the moment too. But yeah, I'm trying to see what comes out next week. As far as 4K. Looks like the only 4K we're getting next week is Glory. Classic film, but definitely ain't on my list right now. Maybe on one of y'all's, but not me. You got Turbo, the Power Rangers movie, if you liked it. I don't even think I've seen it. Ain't nothing like the original Power Rangers, the first set. BoJack Horseman. I've never watched that cartoon. I know a lot of people love it, but season 1 and season 2 collectible is coming next week. Yeah, it's a really light week next week, so that's good for us. Cause I don't know if I was gonna buy anything. It was probably gonna be like a couple people been hitting me up asking, "Hey, can you start doing review videos?" Like I said, the only reason I don't want to do review videos is because I don't order my stuff in time for it. Like, I know if you pre-order through Best Buy, you usually get it the weekend before release. So if you order something that's coming out Tuesday, you probably get it today or tomorrow. But I don't never pre-order, so I'm not going to get it early. By the time I get it and can do a review on it, by the time I watch it and everything, you've probably seen about 3 other YouTubers do the review. So do you really want to sit through my review? Maybe. I don't know. But enough people have asked for it that I'm actually going to do it. So I would say, I don't know. Depends on how late I'm up tonight. I may go ahead and film because like 2 or 3 people have hit me up and said, can you do a Waterworld review? So I may go ahead and do that tonight. But I won't post it till next week because I have no pickup. So I got to supply y'all with some type of video. But I do want to do the Waterworld review and probably this Alita. I'll do that because I know there is some from what I read with those online reviews, there was some, the resolution wasn't too great to them for the 4K. You saw the Marvel Phase 4 announcements. Oh yeah, I seen it. I don't know, man. I don't know how y'all feel about it, how hyped y'all are from it, but me, individually, I'm not that excited about it. Maybe once the movies start rolling in and the storylines start going and we get a little bit better feel of what storyline they're going to start following to what villain, then I might get excited. But for right now, I'm not all that excited. I didn't like Spider-Man Far From Home. I know it was supposed to be the last movie of Phase 3, but that was kind of just another movie. I don't know if it was from Infinity War to Endgame and just all the excitement from that to where it was just a dump of excitement from me, but I thought it was an okay movie. It wasn't that great. So right now I'm kind of like, not really all that excited by what I see. I'm actually more excited about Phase 5 than I am Phase 4. Probably because it's the characters that we already know instead of the new stuff that's coming. Do you want to join the Disney Movie Club? I remember the Disney Movie Club. Andrew, that's a good question. I see a lot of people on Instagram that has Disney Movie Club. I don't know exactly what it is. Is it like you order a whole bunch of titles, you got to order a certain amount of titles or something like that, and then they send it to you on release? I don't really know exactly what it is. I'm not the biggest Disney fan, but of course now they own all these properties, so it might be a really good idea to go ahead and subscribe to the Disney Movie Club, especially with these shows that are going to be coming out on Disney Plus. So it's something I'm going to have to look into. Maybe somebody can explain it. But yeah, Disney's not my cup of tea either. Not really into all the cartoons. I mean, I like Pixar stuff, but Disney, I can't really sit here and be like, oh, I love this Disney stuff. I know some people just collect hella Disney, but not me. Most of the cartoons and stuff that I love are Pixar. Yeah, Disney Pixar. But that's few and far between. Like, I like the Toy Stories, but I haven't bought none of the 4Ks. DreamWorks, I don't care about them. And my kids are older now, so. So 5 Blu-rays for $1. Yeah, that's probably like that initial thing. So I remember stuff like that back in the day, like even with CDs, you go order like, oh, you can get 10 CDs for a penny. But then once you get out of that, they start charging you like outrageous price for a movie. Another message I put on the other one correctly at the bottom. I have Disney Movie Club. The coolest thing is when you first sign up, you get 4 movies for $1. Okay, Bearded Outlaw, so what is it after that? So after you get your 4 movies for $1, are you paying retail after that? Yeah, I'm sure it is a scam. So you have to buy 4 at a time? Because I always see people with like multi. They be like, oh, my Disney stuff, my Disney Movie Club movies are coming in. It'd be like 4 or 5 titles. I'm like, y'all really order that many at once? But I guess if you got to. But I don't see the point in it because I'm quite sure you can get those movies for a lot cheaper individually from a store or something. What's the club price? Probably retail $29.99 or something. I haven't even seen Lion King yet. A lot of people are saying it's good. No, you can buy, you get a 2-year, you come by anytime you want. It's a 2-year at the Brookfield to buy for Blu-rays or for it. It's all up to you. eBay for the low. Yeah, eBay is the way to go, really. Only thing, like I say about eBay, man, you cutting out that brick and mortar, and then all of us, we're all complaining that everybody's downsizing their physical media section. So by not going to brick and mortar, you're just helping that cause. So I try to balance it out between what I get off of eBay and what I buy. If it's something I really, really got to have, I'll get it day one and I'll go to Best Buy or wherever else I pick it up from. But if it's something I'm usually waiting on, I use eBay because it's going to be the cheapest. Yeah, but worried about eBay sometimes. Because sometimes it's so bootlegs or full case and Blu-rays. I have not had any issue with none of my movies from eBay. All my stuff has come in, but like I tell y'all, I only use 2 sellers. I use the same 2 sellers all the time. So they pretty much, I'm quite sure they see me and they be like, oh, okay, it's him. But I've had no issues. No broken cases, no bad shipping boxes, none of that. Man, I want the Batman 4K4 collection, bro. It's too expensive right now. Yeah, I still want it too, man. But like I said, you talking about the old Batman, right? Yeah, it's pretty much retail price, but it comes with some extra stuff like stickers, pictures, and stuff. It's actually kind of a waste. Yeah, that's why I ain't never look into it. Also, no issues on eBay. It depends on the sellers that you have to buy certain sellers and for every. Yeah, that's why I only use the same sellers, man. I can trust them. I know they got fast shipping. Everything's packed tightly. Say, yeah, the old Batman. Yeah, I want Batman 1989 and probably Batman Forever. Batman and Robin, you can keep that. Well, no, not Batman Forever, but Batman Returns. Them other ones, man, like, okay, that was cool to watch, but I don't have to own those. But I'm sure they look good. But I do believe there is a full box set collection. Bro, I ordered like 24Ks from eBay, no problems. Yeah. I'd say almost half of my collection by now, since I've done the collection video, have mostly come from eBay. This phone keep locking. Nobody still ain't told me what the big hype with Criterion is, though. Criterion, Arrow Video. It looks like it's just different cases that the movie come in, and they probably remaster some stuff, but I don't see the hype. When's the next collection vid? I'm trying to wait a little bit longer because the first vid had probably almost 100 titles, so I want to wait till at least 100 more titles. I don't even know how many I got right now. Bro, do a room tour. So this room I'm in is really not big. It's like a 10 by 10 room. So you see my TV, then bookshelf. This corner over here is my arcade 1-up Street Fighter cabinet. Across in front of me right here is my couch, speakers, and then a little mini fridge. So that's the room. The room is not that big, so it's kind of like, do I really want to do a room tour? Maybe once I get more of my collectibles hung on the wall, I finally paint my wall. I've been waiting forever to paint my wall and change out my curtains and stuff. I'll do a full room tour. But right now, to me, like, there's not a lot to show other than what's on the shelves. And then today I was looking, I need some new toss pillows for the couch, because with my couch, it looks a little bit more feminine for a man's room because it's got the nail head studs on it. So I actually want some toss pillows with Batman something on it, because it looks a little too feminine, but I went with a pull-out couch, so none of my kids have to give up their room when I have guests over. They can just sleep in here. And this couch was comfortable and for a real good price, so that's what I decided to get. You have a liquor bar. No, I stopped drinking. Well, I don't drink like that no more. Maybe like the last time I had heavy drinks was a heavy amount of drinks in one night was probably like last summer. No, actually it was probably all about November, December one night when I went out with my cousin. But yeah, I don't drink like that no more. A lot of times I'll be in the store and I'll be wanting to pick up beer, and I just be like, nah, I'm good. Probably once basketball and football season kick back up. Because right now, summertime, I like those light, refreshing drinks. So it's a beer, Leinenkugel Summer Shandy. I love that beer. It tastes real good to me. And I've been wanting to pick it up, but I just be like, nah, I'm good. If I could just buy like 1 or 2, I'd get it. But did you end up going to the Bronx, bro? Actually, so the funny thing is, and he was talking junk about me on his video. So the 2 nights before I was supposed to go, there was bad storms in my area. So that Wednesday night was a bad storm, Thursday night was a bad storm, power went out. So that Friday morning, I got up, I was up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. My flight was at 7. Chief Keith, welcome to the 4K corner, man. Yeah, I was up, but I was like, okay, I'm good. If I get up at 5, get dressed 5:30, leave out, I'm good. I should make it in time. Small, not the biggest airport, but nonetheless, we get to the airport. I forgot my phone at home, which means now I got to get in the line to get a boarding pass. So I go inside, ask the lady, hey, where do I get my boarding pass? Can you help me? So she takes me to the front of the counter, skips everybody. It's like, here's your boarding pass. Needless to say, the TSA line was wrapped around the entire building. Never seen it like this before. So I'm thinking this lady's going to help me. She's like, no, you got to get in the back of the line. I'm looking at the time. I got like 30 minutes to get up there before they close the door. So I have to start skipping people. I'm trying to ask 3 TSA people, could they help me get to the front of the line? All of them are like, no, we're not helping you. I've never not had them help me before if there's a bit of a line. So this was new. But I skipped all the way to the front, finally got to the front to get checked and everything. I asked the girl what time it was. She was like, you should be good, because the lines are so long that there's probably a lot of people missing off flights, so they might hold back the flight a little bit. Got to the front, door was closed, so I had to end up getting I called Delta, and they was like, yeah, a lot of people, they couldn't get me a flight out till late at night. It was like, yeah, you guys had storms, so a lot of people's flight got canceled and got booked this morning, so that's why I was so packed. So I just got a credit, so I'm going to go in August. Because they couldn't get me on the flight till like the next day, so I was like, nah, I'm good. So now I just got a credit, and I'm going to go up in August. I think like August 12th, when I'm on vacation again. So that's how my whole week has just been like. It started last Friday, and it seems like it just finally got better today. So a whole week of just everything in disarray. But everything happens for a reason, so I don't know what that reason is why I didn't get the chance to go, but hey. Then my homeboy clowns me on his videos, talking about, I told y'all to get that TSA pre-check so y'all can skip those lines. It's all about traveling comfortably, but whatever. But I know he really wanted me to go up there. I was kind of cool with it. Chief Keith, my guy, man, what's going on? Forgot, I don't even know if there's anything on pay-per-view this weekend, any wrestling, Oh, yeah, there is a UFC fight tomorrow night, so I do got to get off work so I can at least watch the main event, Frankie Edgar and Max Holloway. I don't know who else on the card, but I got to see that fight. God's plans, live life humble, bro. Everything happens for a reason. Yeah, you're right. And I was telling my wife, I was like, I don't know. I kind of want to know, what did I avoid or whatever. And she was like, nah, you don't want to know just in case you avoided something bad that was supposed to happen. I was like, true that. If it was bad, I don't want to know. I don't really watch boxing like that. I used to like boxing with, of course, my favorite fighter is always Mike Tyson. I loved watching Roy Jones. I never liked Floyd Mayweather. Who else? Danny Garcia, I would watch him fight. Now I watch Canelo and all that. I'll watch him, but I'm not into it to where I'm following it. I think they got too many belts and stuff for me to where I just never got into boxing like that. It's hard to tell who's in what weight class and all these belts, IBA, WBC, WBO. Like, it's too much. I didn't even watch all that Pacquiao fight. I saw maybe like 3 rounds of it. Once I know who won something and it's boxing, like, I'm probably not going to go back and watch it. At least with UFC, if somebody tells me who won, I'll go back and watch that anyway. It's all politics. Yeah, it is. It's about making money with them. All the promoters just exploit the fighters. You into soccer. I like World Cup time. Just regular, like, watching other little MLS and all that stuff. Like, I'm not really into it then. But when it's time for the World Cup, yes, I do watch it. I actually did soccer in 8th grade. I actually liked it. The only reason I tried to play soccer is Cyborg versus... Oh, yeah, Cyborg is fighting. Because Dana White keeps saying Cyborg is scared to fight Nunes. She doesn't want to fight. We all know that Dana lies all the damn time, but I think he's just trying to get Cyborg to be like, yes, I'm going to fight. Plus, I think this is the last fight on her contract. So he's trying to get her to sign again. I don't think Cyborg's scared to fight Amanda Nunes. She might be weary on whether she can beat her or not, but I don't think she's just outright scared to fight her again. Amanda Nunes is a beast. That's like fighting a man, it seemed like. But it's crazy because she wasn't really like that at first. The only person that gave her a run for her money is Shevchenko. It was another beast down in, what was she, 135, 120? No, 125 champion. Yeah, he does seem like he's like old Dana. When Dana used to do all his little media scrums back in the day, Dana used to seem really, really cool. But after a while, Dana just started seeming like he's a real a-hole. It's like nothing that comes out of his mouth you can believe. Like, the funniest thing he ever said was when he was like, Nate Diaz doesn't move needles. Then Nate Diaz goes out and beats your guy, Conor McGregor, which was the most hilarious thing I ever seen in my life. I can't wait for that Nate Diaz Pettis fight. Those promos are going to be gold. Them Diaz brothers, they're not the smartest, most intellectual when you hear them talk, but their promos are hilarious. I know, what's his name be around here a lot? Jeremy Stevens. I watch mine on ripple.is. Stream to watch. I'll definitely check that out though. But lately I've been watching on Ripple. It'd be straight HD quality too. No problems, no hiccups, no crashing, none of that. Then, like, if I can't watch it, I go to, have you ever been to a UFC event? No, I haven't. They actually had one, was it here in Raleigh one time? I think, no, it was one in Fayetteville, but the card was whack. This is when Machida was first coming up through the rankings, and he started having a name for himself. It was a Fight for the Troops card down in Fayetteville. I did not go, though, because the card was garbage. I mean, real garbage. Let me see if I can. UFC Fayetteville. Let me see if I can find this card so I can tell you how garbage it was. Definitely not worth the money. Plus, I think, of course, the Fort Bragg troops had like all the main dibs on the tickets anyway. I mean, the main card, it has some decent names, but nobody I'm interested in. But Josh Koscheck was there, Mike Swig, Jim Miller. Those are pretty much the only names. I mean, it was a good night, though. Knockout, TKO, submission, TKO. Only 3 decisions that night, so must have been pretty fun. Did you watch the Raw reunion? Yes, I did. Yeah, my brother went to school for HVAC. He has his own company right now. He went to school, never finished, because it's a trade, so you usually gonna learn something before it's time for you to finish your degree anyway. So he stopped going to school, started working for a heating and air company called Blanton's, and then now he's got his own truck, his own equipment. He worked for them for about a year. Now he's got like 2 guys that works for him, so he's got his own company. Oh yeah, it still gets up temperatures to where it feels like 105 over here. Yeah, Raw Reunion was it was a hot mess. At some point, I believe WWE really needs to push their wrestlers and stop relying on these old school guys to help getting the ratings back up. At some point, you really got to push your guys like Braun Strowman, who they keep putting in gimmick matches, other than that last time with Bobby Lashley, when they went through the stage at Raw. That was pretty cool. Other than that, they have not utilized him. When Nia Jax comes back, they really need to utilize her. She should be beating everybody. Samoa Joe, they need to utilize him. They need to get back to Finn Balor, but he's about to take some time off from what I'm hearing. Like, Alexa Bliss is huge. Bayley is like back and forth. They should have stuck with heel Bayley when her and Sasha got into it instead of that stupid let's go to see whoever they sat down with from week to week making those stupid little videos. They should have let heel Bayley go ahead. Seth Rollins is not the face. He is whack on the mic. They really need to find some people to really push right now. Ricochet, Aleister Black. But they got to quit relying on all these old school people to make appearances. Especially at pay-per-views. Like, Undertaker has it no more. Shawn Michaels does not have it. Shane McMahon should not be on TV as the main person. Baron Corbin should not be getting main events. Neither should old girl that did the mixed tag match with him. She's horrible. I mean, she has great physique and everything, very athletic, but she's not a good wrestler. That should not have been a main event. Bray Wyatt, I did not care for his second appearance with Mick Foley. I don't know if it was just me. Y'all can let me know if y'all watched it. Was there some booing going on during that mandible claw? I could have sworn I heard people booing. I don't know if they didn't want him to show up with Mick Foley because everybody loves Mick Foley, but to me it didn't hit me like it did the first week when he showed up for Finn Balor. That was cool. This time it felt kind of dull. He should have just used his own move instead of the mandible claw. But I'm loving the route that they're going with his character. But I don't think they should show him from week to week. I think like this week so it wasn't just me. So I still want to know what people were booing. Were they booing him doing it to Mick Foley? Were they just not into it this week like they were the prior week with Finn Balor? For me, I just didn't like it as much. It didn't have the impact. What I would have did, I would have him show up with The Undertaker, to be honest. Let The Undertaker be in the ring. Same thing happens, goes dark, he stands in the ring. Undertaker looks at him, he looks at The Undertaker. They stare at each other for a second, lights go back black, and the Fiend is gone. They booed Seth Rollins during the Raw reunion too. When they gave him the mic with DX and them, they booed him because he's horrible on the mic. That didn't even fit in. Like, I felt like everything was a jumble of a mess. Like, there was no real wrestling matches except for the Uso one at the beginning. But other than that, like, stuff was happening just so they could throw the people that was there for the reunion into it. Like, when Rob Van Dam them came out, what was the point? They just stood there. And Rob Van Dam looked high as hell, too. No, Edge is not a wrestler, man. He broke his neck, and he's been out ever since. Early retirement. Him and Stone Cold with the broke necks. Well, Stone Cold got them bad knees, too. Kurt Angle, broke neck. Shoot, at the Comic-Con that I was at today, Ric Flair, Charlotte Flair was there. Last night, there was Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, the Hardy Boys. Some of the AEW girls was there today. What's the other company? Was it Ring of Honor? It was another company, like 2 of the girls was there. But nobody was around their tables. I think everybody was in line for like Ric Flair, Charlotte Flair them. Oh, and Braun Strowman was there last night. Edge was dope though. I like Edge. I like the Brew when it was done with Gangrel. Brew was dope. Ronda Rousey. Let's not mention Ronda Rousey. I never cared for Ronda Rousey. She worked her way in rather nicely with the WWE, but her character sucked. I was glad when people started booing her. She would stumble on the mic a lot. Who's your favorite actor? Who's my favorite wrestler right now? Or you gotta tell me exactly what you mean. But my favorite wrestler right now, I don't know. I mean, he's kind of WWE, but he's in NXT. I like Velveteen Dream. His character is hilarious to me. He's pretty good talent. Him and Aleister Black. I like them too. And Zelina Vega and Alexa Bliss. I love Alexa Bliss' character. She seems like she belongs in that movie Mean Girls. Like, she plays that role so good, man. It's crazy. She looks like an absolute B. Like, from where she started off, like, with that cheerleader, she was supposed to be like a cheerleader gymnast when she started in NXT, and then became, like, the B word and the mean person walking around and all that, and she plays that character well. Her and The Miz, I think, are, like, 2 of the best people right now in the WWE as far as like playing a certain character. They do a real good job. Yeah, I picked that up too. Only thing I don't like about it is pretty bare bones. All it is a case and a Blu-ray disc. No DVD, no bonus, nothing. No digital code. Oh yeah, Ciampa is dope, man. I hate, you like Roman Reigns? Heck no. Yeah, I like Tommaso Ciampa, man. I hope he comes back. He's battled with some neck injuries and stuff too. He should be back pretty soon though, from what I'm hearing. They're saying he's doing like a lot of training now. So I expect him to show up probably at the next TakeOver show, which is supposed to come, I think, no, NXT TakeOver UK is next, and then a couple weeks later, I believe, or a month later is NXT in Toronto or something. Like CM Punk. Yeah, CM Punk, from what I'm hearing, I kept hearing he's supposed to show up at the next AEW show, but now I'm hearing like maybe they didn't sign him. They're trying their hardest to sign him, so I don't know. But CM Punk, he's still got a pretty big name. He didn't make it in the UFC, but as far as the wrestling community, man, people want to see him so bad again, especially with AEW. Those people are chomping at the bits. They were really hoping he would show up for AEW in Chicago. But I think right now they're looking at bringing him for the first night that they're on television, and I believe it's October it's going to be. But that's going to be huge because I know WWE is supposed to be trying to counteract that whole CM Punk. Because if they get CM Punk, man, especially on their first night, that's going to be huge. And the WWE earnings report just came out, and things ain't looking good for them. Ratings down, the money's down, the live show attendance is down. Like, everything is down. But, of course, they're still making big bank. But as far as number-wise, yeah, they're down big time. They're losing their audience. Subscriptions are finally down for the first time. WWE Network been out for like 5 years, and the subscription service, their amount of services are down. They're about to revamp the whole interface. I think they're going to start different tiers on how much you can pay and what you get for each plan. Which sucks, because you get a lot. To me, you get a whole lot for, what is it, $10 a month, I think it is, or something like that. And they already give out deals, because right now I'm running till the end of August for, I think it was 3 months for like $5. Budget cuts. I don't know if they cut their budget though. Because I remember at they live shows back the time before the last that I went to a live show, they didn't even have a like stage and lights and stuff. So the wrestlers just used to walk out from behind curtains. But then once the attendance started going down, they was like, okay, we need to create a ramp and all that stuff. So they had created that. So I seen that last time I went, which was a few years ago. So they tried to up the ante with the live shows to get people to start showing up, but people still don't want to go to the live shows. They even started making stuff happen and showing it on like WWE Network at one time. I guess wrestlers would just show up to try to get people to start saying, hey, I need to go to the live show, because you never know what's going to happen. But it ain't working. You know it's bad when, if Raw doesn't even sell out. Then they finally going back to Madison Square Garden. They ain't been to Madison Square Garden in years. And they got it planned in November to go for 2 nights for Raw and SmackDown. And there's still tons of tickets. They thought they was going to sell out in the first 20 minutes, which did not happen. But you got stuff like the G1 Supercards, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and AEW and stuff going to Madison Square Garden and selling it out in minutes. In WWE, that used to be their home, and now they're not even selling that out. So that lets you know the state of WWE and where they're at. That people they're not happy with what the product that they're putting out there. And it is pretty lackluster. Like I say, the only reason I really watch it is because I like seeing people like the Usos, Ricochet, Aleister Black. Like, I mostly like to see some of the women because they get the bigger push now. But other than that, I like seeing like the kids of the people I grew up watching. SmackDown here in Detroit 2 weeks, and at this point I have zero interest in going. The product has been so weak. Yeah, man, it is. It's horrible. Like, a lot of times, it's hard to get through a 3-hour Raw. It's almost like they need to cut it back to 2 hours again. It's too much filler. And then they're starting to do this 2 out of 3 falls type crap. Yeah, I heard he done got arrested again, man. They probably should have went ahead and signed with AEW or something, because eventually they keep getting in trouble. WWE's probably going to let them go. Was it for being drunk again? Drunk driving or something? I didn't really hear the story. I just know he got arrested. But yeah, honestly, because if they was to come here to Raleigh, I probably would not go. Unless I can get tickets for the cheap. I know at that one pay-per-view that they just had, that Stomping Grounds pay-per-view, they was giving out tickets at the mall for free. I forgot where it was at, but they couldn't even sell out half the arena. Yeah, DUI. Yeah, it's going to get cut pretty soon. Keep on. But yeah, they said they was giving out like 4 free tickets to each person or something like that in the mall during that pay-per-view because the sales were so horrible. But the card was horrible. It was like a rematch of everything you just saw in the last pay-per-view. And like I said, why is Baron Corbin headlining up pay-per-view? Makes no sense. Why is Shane McMahon taking over a whole show? When are y'all gonna do something solo with Drew McIntyre? Pulled the plug on Dolph Ziggler. I remember when Dolph Ziggler first came, people loved him. Then they pulled the plug on him like he was too hot too fast. Kevin Owens right now, you're playing the whole Stone Cold Steve Austin stunt with him. So I don't know if people are cheering for Kevin Owens or are they cheering for the Stone Cold Stunner. You be the judge. If he wasn't doing the Stone Cold Stunner and kind of acting like Steve Austin, would people be going crazy over this whole stint with Shane McMahon right now? Because he botched that stunner last week. I actually need to watch NXT. The only thing I hate about NXT is it's recorded, man. And you don't see it. You can go like I ain't seen Bianca Belair in weeks on NXT. Like, I don't know if she's injured or what. But they had her. She was on the rise. People love her, and then you put her in the match with Shayna Baszler, and it didn't even feel like a takeover match. Like, it felt like I was just watching a random wrestling match. Y'all know the takeover shows be great, but that match was kind of rather lackluster. And they pumped the brakes on her, and then she ended up losing to the other new girl, the Asian girl with the long hair that looks like she's from Cali. Now she's supposed to be like the person moving up the ladder to fight Shayna Baszler. So you can go weeks without seeing a certain character on NXT, so that's what kills that show for me. But NXT is better than the main roster to me, especially the takeover shows. Takeover shows are a different beast than the regular WWE pay-per-views. But a lot of it is rehashed. I can tell you that. If you've been a long-time WWE fans and you remember some of the pay-per-views and some of the matches, if you watch those NXT matches, they're the exact same script from like a pay-per-view a long time ago. Like, I think it was NXT Brooklyn or one of those where there was a ladder match. And I think Adam Cole had won. I think it was like last year or a year before, something like that. I can't remember, but I know Aleister Black, not Aleister Black, but Adam Cole, Velveteen Dream, Lars Sullivan, and some of the other people was in it. It followed the same script from a ladder match at a TLC. The exact same script. They did the same moves, everything. Did you hear that Daniel Bryan might be moving to 205 Live? I know like a week ago I did hear him say that he was supposed to make some type of life-changing announcement or something like that on SmackDown, but then I don't think it ever happened. He didn't even come out or anything that night. So I didn't know what was going on. People was wondering, like, is he sitting down again? Is he injured? I don't like that new Daniel Bryan character, though. The old Daniel Bryan is cool. But that new Daniel Bryan with that belt that he had and old boy with him, I didn't like that character. But I would like to see Dana Brooke get pushed. I want to see what the new, is it Liv Morgan? Which one acts like, kind of like Harley Quinn out of the Riot Squad, the one with the pink hair. Like, she had a match, I think like a week or two ago, and she's supposed to change her image or something. So I want to see what they do with her. Like, I haven't even seen the Riot Squad in a while. Sarah Logan had a match, and then it had been like 2-3 weeks, and old girl had a match, but I haven't even seen Ruby Riot. I think having him on 205 Live would actually get people to watch. Maybe. They probably will watch because he's there, but I don't know. Because even if when Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano seemed like they was coming to the main roster with Aleister Black and Ricochet, when Ciampa got injured, they was thinking about putting Gargano on 205 Live. But I think he's too big for 205 Live. Okay, Ruby Riott is injured. Okay, because, yeah, I haven't seen her. I see her on Instagram, but I haven't seen her on WWE. But Johnny Gargano's name is too big to go on 205 Live. He'd get buried there. So it was good that they put him back on NXT. But I mean, yeah, I think if they want to get eyes on 205 Live, yes, they need some bigger names on there. I don't think putting like a Johnny Gargano and some of the other people from NXT on there is going to take more eyes to it. I think if you put people from the main roster on there, you got a better chance of people getting their eyes on the product. But I don't think I watched 205 Live. I couldn't tell you who the wrestlers there. The only way I be knowing who they are is because they're always on the pre-show for the big events like WrestleMania and stuff. They always put them on the pre-show. Oh, I like Matt Riddle too. And oh boy, the black guy on NXT, Bask in My Glory guy. What's his name? I forget his name right now. But Keith Lee, I like him too, but I don't see his character evolving further than where it's at right now. So even if they put him on the main roster, I think eventually he would get buried on the main roster. But I think people like his character and his interest music. But I would like to see Velveteen Dream hit the main roster. I love his interests for the big shows. It's funny to me. I don't think he's truly gay, or bisexual. I think it's just a gimmick that he chooses to do. And I actually do miss, what's the little dude that used to come out with Lashley and be like, Lashley. It was annoying after a while, but then once he stopped and he been gone, I actually kind of miss it. It was hilarious to me. Because he looked all little beside big old Bobby Lashley. So I do kind of miss his character, but he messed it up for himself. He started getting a big head. But anyway, man, y'all control the chat, so y'all let me know what y'all want to talk about, man. I can talk about anything. Leo Rush, yeah, that was him. I don't know where he at right now. I don't know if he's like, they just got him sitting and still under contract, making him pay for what was going on backstage, but I know he mad he done messed up and was trying to demand stuff and acting a fool. Bet you that. Sitting there thinking he the man, thinking he the Rock or something, back there trying to make demands. I need my girlfriend with me backstage and all. Man, get out of here. Who are you? I mean, I guess I can. I don't know. If y'all want to see my pickups that I picked up today at GalaxyCon. I actually met some pretty cool people out there. This one couple that was like they were selling books and stuff. I talked to them. People that I bought some prints from, they're from Virginia. They was letting me know about this big, huge toy store in the mall up there near Virginia Beach. I would love to go check that out. That'd be pretty cool. But of course I wouldn't ride up there unless I know I'm about to spend some money or unless I'm actually going to Virginia Beach. And I met this guy that stays here, goes to NC State University. He was pretty cool. He does a bunch of art, works for himself and stuff, going to school for business. I sat there and talked with him at his booth for like 30 minutes. Pretty cool guy. We exchanged Instagrams and stuff like that. So I actually got to post his picture and his card and everything. So we can try to help each other out the best way we can. Okay, y'all want to see the pics? Oh. So, go off screen real quick. Oh, I'm going to let y'all know, if we go past this hour time, I'm going to hit the live button again so we can keep it going. I know usually I'll go ahead and stop, but we can keep it going tonight. But yeah, there was some certain prints that I wanted to pick up. So the first one, I had to pick it up because this is one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Loved it when I was a kid. We talked about it last time, so I picked up this big printed poster for the Monster Squad. So that's definitely going to get framed. I would keep it in this, but there's no way to stand it up because it's flimsy. Well, not flimsy. It's pretty good quality, but yeah, I actually need to frame it and put it somewhere. So I got that one. And then, I don't know if y'all ever heard what one of my favorite horror movies is, that I actually would love for the Nightmare on Elm Street to come to 4K. Please make it happen for this Halloween. But, that print right there was $10. But my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street was Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, The Dream Warriors. Me and my oldest sister, that's our favorite one of all time. So I picked up this one. And this is from Jubilee's Bazaar in Virginia Beach Antique Mall. So I picked that one up, the Dream Warriors. I think that's pretty cool. And then this one is from the guy that lives here that I talked to, Bantique Arts. But my favorite, if y'all heard me before, I love Dragon Ball Z. Movie Stub Entertainment, welcome to the 4K corner, man. Good to have you. But y'all know I love Dragon Ball Z. My favorite is the Cell Saga. So he actually showed me the picture of where he first drew this, and then he put it and colored it and everything, put it to print. So thought this was pretty dope. Gohan. To me, this is the best iteration of Gohan. I did not like Teen Gohan. I don't know. But I love this one. So this was pretty dope. I seen it and I was like, man, I want it. So I was sitting there talking to him for like 30 minutes. Told him, I was like, all right, man, have a good weekend and all that. So I walked around. I was like, okay, let me go back to that first print place because they had some other horror stuff that I wanted to get. So I was walking around and I was like, man, you know, I had good conversation with him. He's grinding. Like, you know, I was like, I did love that picture. I was like, let me go back and get that picture. So I went back, picked it up, absolutely love it. So I can't wait to put it on the wall. And then last but not least, y'all already know, of course, I love Dragon Ball Z. Android 18 is one of my favorites. So I picked up Android 18 figurine. Actually, this was the last one the guy had. Most of the stuff he was selling, he had multiples of. So when I picked this one, he was like, that's my last one, so I'll actually give it to you for even cheaper. So you already know your boy loves when somebody says cheaper. So I actually paid $15 for this. Thought that was a pretty good deal. I can't sit it on there right now, but y'all know. Android 18. So I actually still gotta do something with this print that somebody made for me at work real quick. I actually still kind of need to cut it out or something and try to frame it, because I still just got this piece of paper with this taped onto something. So yeah, those were the pickups, man, along with that Alita 4K disc that I can't wait to watch. So all those prints were $10 each, just in case y'all wanted to know. Of course, the more you buy, they'd be like, yeah, we give you a deal, 2 for $15 or whatever. I really wanted to get some big movie posters, but that place was so crowded. I had to park like far away. So if I'd have got big posters, I would have had to get them when I was about to leave, or I'd have had to take them walk them all the way back to the car, then come back. So I decided to go against the big posters that I wanted. The main ones I wanted was what I really wanted to do was on this wall right here. I wanted to put me and my mom's favorite movies. I wanted to get three main posters, 3 big ones, which I might still do one day. I could just order them off Amazon or something and get them framed. But I really wanted to get them from here. But I wanted The Fugitive, Rambo: First Blood Part 2, and Shawshank Redemption. Those are the 3 movies that me and my mom both love so much.